Hi guys, it's Andrew again. Oopsie daisy, let's just center that. It's Andrew again with another tutorial about splitting the keyboard. We have, I'll put a link to the PDF here, Brick House. I'm going to try and play this bass and horn parts together. So, I've set up my patch already. I have trumpets and alto saxophones in the right hand. So this is the split point here, middle C, and I'm just going to put this here so you can roughly follow along. Actually, no, I'm not. So the part is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, now that doesn't work straight away. I've got my bass here. I might have to do something about that. Anyway. Oh. So you can hear that I'm already playing it a bit more like a horn section would. No pedals being used. I'm trying to use combinations of slurs, accents, and staccatos rather than or all staccato. It doesn't really sound like what a horn section would play. They're likely to kind of play with the short and long notes. Short, long, short. Long, short, short. Short, long, short, long. Long, short, short, short. Anyway, you get the idea. Next we have the bass, which I'm playing down here at the moment, which sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. Now you could add in embellishments in there, but that's up to you. So you can see I've set my split point. Hold down split. It's at B3. So this is my last note of the horns. This is the first note of the bass, and I've set my sounds up here. I've got my mixing settings here. It's also worth noting that as you move the faders, you can see my volume updating here. This is so you can preset your balance between all of the three parts. So let's go through how I would practice playing these together, because you need to articulate them very differently for each hand. So let's look at the main line in the chorus. So we have the bass playing this. I'm sorry I'm off camera here. I'll play it up here. Actually, what I'll do is I'll transpose this up an octave, or actually up an octave. Sorry, down an octave. I was right the first time. So now I'm playing what would be an octave higher, but I've transposed the sound down an octave so that I can play it more compact. So you can use that as well when you're splitting your sounds. Okay, so we have the sound. Long. Just the first two bars. I'm going to put this here so you can roughly follow along. So I would get used to how you need to articulate the sounds together. So a good way that I like to visualize it is look at whatever is happening together. So here on the second quaver beat of the bar, you can see that there's a horn section on the G when the bass plays the D. And then on beat 3, we have a chord in the horns and a short note in the bass. Then we have on the last semiquaver of the beat 3, we have We have the bass and the horns together, and then together on 4 and. So let's just look at this bar together. Here we go. 2, 3, and 4 and. Oops, my fault. Again. Cool, that's feeling okay. You need to get the mechanics right before you dive into trying to play it at speed. The next bar. Again. So the 2 bars together. 2, 3, 4. Cool, that's sounding okay. Let's see if we can play that a little faster. 2, 3, 4. Again, 2, 3, 4. That's sounding pretty good. One thing you can do is you can also get a rhythm going. So I get out of here. Select your rhythm. We've got a metronome that's pretty boring. That's way too fast. I'm going to stop that for a minute and go up here, decrease my tempo. Let's have a listen again. That'll do. So let's see how this works. So you can see I haven't worked on that last section. But this can be a really good way that you can practice getting into the groove. Of course, choose a beat that's relevant, choose a sound that's relevant to your song. So we can slowly increase the tempo a little bit. Let's go up to maybe 100. This is about as fast as we probably want to go. Here we go. Ah, my thing's falling all over the place. 3, 4. So you can get an idea of what you can do, how you can practice, but I can't stress enough that try and be the bass player first in this instance, and play along with just the rhythm track. I'll do it one more time so you can hear it, but try and make the keyboard sound as much like a bass as you can. So I'll just play the first riff, and I'm gonna run into this being the brass sound. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So until you can sound convincingly like a bass player with just the left hand, there's no point in even trying to add both hands together because it's going to sound pretty naff. Do the same thing with the brass section. Just the brass this time. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So, that's a little intro of how to put together something to be more than one instrument at a time. It's kind of similar to what I did in the previous video with Africa, but a totally different context. So, hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, leave a thumbs up, stay subscribed, and I'll be bringing out some more in the coming weeks. Cheers!